Welcome. Good evening. Thank you for joining us for our 20th annual Groundbreakers celebration. We are so grateful to you for tuning in tonight. I'm Shannon Boyle, the Executive Director for New Ground, and we're coming to you live this evening. For almost 30 years, New Ground has been helping homeless veterans and families on Long Island to break the cycle of homelessness and poverty. We could not do that without all of you. We miss you this evening, not having you here with us, but we're so glad that we could come together virtually. I must take a moment this evening to recognize a longtime member of our Gala committee, Angie Stiuso. We lost her suddenly on Monday, and it was a great loss and a great shock for all of us. Angie was extremely passionate about our mission. She was always pounding the pavements for gift cards and journal ads to help support our veterans and family. We will miss you, Angie, tremendously. Your spirit and fire will be with us always. We will remember you. Thank you for all of your work and dedication. This evening I have with me tonight, standing at a safe distance to my left, Matt DeLuca and Tom Rocco. You may recognize them as our MCs from a couple of years ago and regular attendees of this event. Matt and Tom, thank you for being with me.
Thank you so much, Shannon. It's always a pleasure to be with you. And I'd like to say officially that 6 feet is the furthest I ever want to be away from you. Welcome, people on the internet, to tonight's event. Some of you are joining us now live for the live stream, and some of you have been in your own Zoom breakout rooms, maybe having cocktail hour. Hopefully, you took advantage of the recipe we put on the website for the When Life Gives You Lemons cocktail. Certainly, life gave us lemons this year, but we're going to make lemonade out of it tonight here with this virtual event.
We're broadcasting live from Mineola High School. I'm a teacher here in Mineola, and Tom and I work on all the shows here in Mineola, which is why we can be in the same bubble, and we're not wearing masks, though standing right next to each other.
So we're safe.
We've got my friends and colleagues here on the tech end. We've got Melissa Fusco on camera, and Mr. Joe Owens in the booth, helping us with all of our broadcasting needs this evening. But we're here tonight to help raise the necessary funds for New Ground to continue to provide critical services for homeless veterans and families on Long Island. And this year, your support is more important than ever before.
With the COVID pandemic, unemployment rates, and the economic crisis, there are more people in need than ever. Of course, due to COVID, we are having this event virtually. But one great benefit of a virtual event, 100% of all that you donate goes directly to programming.
That's right. Every dollar you give tonight will have a huge impact. And in this virtual world, we've made it simple. Just click the donate button at the top of this Gala webpage, or follow these directions now. Text Groundbreakers, all one word, to 41444. That's a little tricky for some people. Where you put the phone number, text 41444. And where you put the actual message, type the word Groundbreakers. Your phone might want to try to break that into 2 words, but make sure you override that and make it 1 word so it will go through. This whole evening tonight will only take about 45 minutes of your time. It's a beautiful program, and we hope you stay with us. And we're so grateful you're here. Thank you for joining us. We also have a virtual silent auction this year with incredible prizes, including handbags, golfing outings, Thanksgiving dinners, gift cards, wine baskets, and more. It's a great way to get started on your holiday shopping and, at the same time, helping out great families in need.
You can access the silent auction by clicking the link at the top of this same Gala page. Or if you scroll down on the page, you're going to see a section that says auction. Take a minute, register, and then you can bid on all that interests you. Keep track of your prizes easily through the site, which you can also access with your iPhone, iPad, or other devices. The silent auction ends tomorrow at 5, so keep on bidding straight through till then.
It began last Thursday, and we are already seeing some great activity with bids on different prizes. There's something here for everyone. And a special thank you to the committee and everyone who donated these prizes. With everything here donated, 100% of the proceeds from this auction benefit New Ground programs and services, so your donations are going to great use. Please bid high and bid often. You are helping veterans and their families here tonight.
We'd like to offer our congratulations to our honorees of this evening. Great work, Ed McDougall, Larry Davis, and Ira Prager. We look forward to hearing from you a little later in the program.
And we have some very special people to acknowledge and thank for all their work in this evening, especially this year. Co-chairs of our Groundbreakers Gala, Matt and Margarita DeLuca, and all the hardworking members of the Groundbreakers Gala Committee. And Diane Serenita, the Director of Development and Events, who had to completely recreate this event this year as a virtual one. Well done, Diane.
She's somewhere in here with us tonight, helping us along the way. Diane, you're awesome. We also must thank all of those who give so much of their time and expertise throughout the year, including all the members of the New Ground Board of Directors, the Advisory Board, and the Young Professionals Board. Coming into tonight's virtual gala, we've received tremendous support already. This event would not be possible without the support of all of you and all of our incredible sponsors.
A full listing of all the event sponsors can be found on this gala website and in the virtual journal, but we would like to especially recognize the following for their tremendous generosity. Ed and Sheila McDougall, our Break the Cycle of Homelessness sponsor,
and this year's Attain Economic Independence sponsors, Matt and Margarita DeLuca, Tom and Eileen Lamberti, the Charles and Leslie Nicholas Family Foundation. Thank you all. As in the past, we have had the Marine Corps join us and also have had wonderful performances by local high school students, and we are very happy to continue those traditions tonight.
So now, if you could all please stand for the presentation of the national colors given by the 2nd Battalion, 25th Marines.
Clear. Attend. Carry. Colors. Ready. See. Ready. 2. Present. Colors. Colors. Ready, sweep. Ready, 2.
Join us in saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all. And now another reminder. Please take a look at our awesome silent auction. Just click the link on the top of this gala page.
So I've been eyeing the wine. There's a lot of wine. The food, there's a lot of food. And there's a Zorn's turkey feast for 10. That's looking pretty good.
Or just one of me. There are also some designer handbags, which I've not been eyeing, but they look interesting to many people, I'm sure. There's a golf outing. There's an Adirondack luxury getaway. There are several trips on there, in fact. Now, I know travel might not be on your radar screen for now, but there's a future coming, and it's brighter.
So as we've said already, there are a few ways to support New Ground tonight. I'm just going to say them one more time for you. You can make a straight donation. Click on the donate button at the top of your screen, and that'll walk you through it. Or text Groundbreakers, all one word, to 41444. All funds donated tonight go directly to support New Ground programs, as there are no overhead costs with this virtual event.
A donation of just $100 helps to outfit a student with all the necessary school supplies.
$250 supports a family of 4 with enough food for a month.
A $500 donation will provide a veteran essential financial literacy services to turn their life around.
But folks, donations of any amount are put to good use, as New Ground changes the lives of so many in need. So give whatever you can. It's now our pleasure to introduce Carol Whalen, who will be presenting the Thomas Whalen Memorial Award for Board Excellence. Carol is a current advisory board member, a former board member, and the wife of Tom Whalen, an extremely dedicated supporter and past board member who we lost much too soon.
Good evening. My name is Carol Whalen. It is an honor and a privilege for me, on behalf of New Ground, to give the Thomas Whalen Memorial Award for Outstanding Service to New Ground's Board President, Ed McDougall. My husband Tom and Ed share many attributes: deep empathy and compassion for others, the habit of thinking of others before themselves, the ability to think strategically and put their ideas into action, the ability to listen carefully and then bring out the best in everyone on the team. Graciousness, dedication, boundless energy and enthusiasm for New Ground's mission, and a delightful wit. Ed has served as the president of New Ground's Board of Directors for the last 9 years. He's stepping down now. We know that what he has built on a strong foundation at New Ground will last to benefit homeless veterans and families struggling every day to turn their lives around. Ed, we will always treasure and remember your caring leadership. We wish you and Sheila, your lovely wife and partner at New Ground, the best and happiest of times. Please accept the Thomas Whalen Memorial Award with our deepest respect and gratitude. Congratulations. We love you.
Thanks so much, Carol, for those kind words, and I accept this award with a great deal of humility. As you know, Tom was one of my favorite people, and to receive an award in his honor, along with following people like Emmett Agolia, Jack Clark, Tom Lamberti, Jim Cowan, is just really humbling. I also want to congratulate Larry and Ira, my fellow honorees. They've been wonderful supporters over the years for New Ground, particularly with their leadership on the golf committee. Interesting story that some of you may not know is that Tom and Carol actually live in the house that we first moved into when we moved from East Rockaway to Garden City. And so the first time I visited them in their house, I felt like I was walking into my old home. Just a strange connection that somehow makes tonight, I won't say inevitable, but just very special. I also want to give special thanks to Matt and Margarita for their leadership on the Gala committee, and for all the members of the Gala committee. This was obviously a difficult year. We're doing a virtual gala for the first time, and all the logistics and so forth that went into that. I really appreciate all the work that people did for that. As Carol said in her remarks, I don't really look at this as much as an individual award, as a team award. because at the end of the day, it's really only about the people that are around you that make it possible to, to be a leader. And I look at all the members of the board of directors, the advisory board, the young professional board, and what stands out to me is that it's never been about what dollars they can contribute, but do they believe in the mission. And I can honestly say that every member of the boards, I believe, are passionate about this mission. I also, part of that team, actually the core of the team, starts with Sister Mairead Barrett. She had the vision to understand a need that New Ground could fill and started New Ground on a shoestring. And today we have Shannon Boyle, probably the finest executive director I've ever met. She happens to be standing here taking this video, so I don't want to embarrass her, but she's been fantastic. And then we have the person I call like our stealth bomber, Evel Sweeney, the associate director. Quiet, unassuming, never in the spotlight, solid as the day is long, more connections than any of us could ever know about to help New Ground. Selena Borneo, who every day brings such solid core professionalism to work to help our veterans and our families every day. They are the people that are part of this team. Last but not least on the staff is Diane Serenita. When Diane first came to New Ground, she was a relatively inexperienced person that we brought in to be just our event coordinator. Over a period of time as she grew, it really came to the point where New Ground could really no longer offer her the development opportunities that she needed in order to grow professionally. And so she left us, and for a period of time she worked with two fairly large separate charities, and then returned to us now as a full-blown development director. And to have watched her growth and her enthusiasm has really been inspirational to me in a lot of ways. Diane, thank you so much, and obviously you were the core person putting this event together tonight. Let me just talk a second now about New Ground and where we are today. As you all probably know, the demand for our services is higher today than it has ever been, especially with what's going on in the economy as a result of the COVID virus. At the same time, it's been probably our most difficult year in terms of fundraising. And so you put the two of those together and you end up saying, well, how does all this get accomplished? I remember when we first met Matt DeLuca, and we were explaining the types of things that New Ground does and the results that we were having. And he said, why have I never heard of you before? We're like the little engine that could. People can't believe the results we get, and then when we tell them how many people we have on staff, they think we must have a staff of 100. We don't. But it's really the dedication of all those people, that make the results that New Ground gets with its families and its veterans, makes that possible. So what I'm going to say to you all is this. I really accept this award on behalf of a lot of people, but it's also a year in which we could use your help. It's been a difficult year. We've done okay from a fundraising point of view, but as you're watching this event, which is our largest fundraiser of the year, anything that you can do to help out will really be appreciated. Whether it's $10 or $10,000, those funds, 90% of those funds go into helping others. It goes into program. That's a great track record. It's a credit to us, it's a credit to the staff, it's a credit to the boards. So again, thank you so much. Carol, I really appreciate your kind words, and I will treasure this moment for the rest of my life. Thank you. I'm so proud. Thank you again.
Congratulations, Ed, and we're so proud of you. Thank you for your inspiration and for all the heart you've put into this over the years. And people were listening, Ed. As you were speaking, I've been watching the feed, and since tonight's beginning, in 25 minutes, folks, we've gone up $5,000 in donations.
Woo!
And please remember, because we have no overhead this year, we don't have a fancy ballroom tonight, all of your donations will go directly to the cause. And I think I heard Ed say 90% of all money received from donations goes directly into program. Most charities cannot say that, but that's fantastic. Congratulations to all of you, and keep that money coming in. I'm keeping my eye on it, so make us proud. Thank you. And now, we have joining us for the second year in a row, the 2018 National Champions, the Uniondale High School Show Choir, Rhythm of the Night, under the direction of Choir Director Lynette Carr Hicks.
Hasn't there been a time in each of our lives when we need a hand up to help us? The veterans and their families that Newground serve are in that position. And Newground is there to help them with our programming. And you're here to help us help them. Thank you so much to the show choir and to Lynette. That was absolutely beautiful.
And I don't know if you've noticed, but our stage just got brighter and more beautiful because Shannon Boyle's here with us again.
Thank you, Matt and Tom. Thank you, everyone. We are watching the numbers go up and your donations roll in, and we are so very grateful. This is such a different year. I really miss all of you. Some people say, you know, that talking in front of a room of 250 or 300 people must be so difficult, but it's so much easier than talking to an empty auditorium and a camera screen. I have to say, I miss you.
We all do.
Yes, yes.
So let us know you're here by giving.
Yeah. So it's my pleasure now to present the Mairead M. Barrett Founders Award to Larry Davis and Ira Prager. This award has been presented to individuals who have shown the same passion and commitment that our founder has shown to the homeless on Long Island. Larry Davis and Ira Prager have done that year after year as our co-chairs for our golf tournament. Over these years, they've helped raise over $700,000 to help our veterans and families. It's a tremendous number. Larry and Ira, you are amazing. You have connected us to so many new supporters and brought us into many new spheres and helped spread the word about our work. We are eternally grateful. We're sorry that we could not have our golf outing in 2020, but we're really looking forward to it with your leadership for 2021. On behalf of all of the veterans and families of New Ground whose lives you have changed, it's my privilege to present you with the Mairead M. Barrett Founders Award.
Good evening, and thank you very much for having us. We are both very honored at this award that New Ground was so gracious to give us. We appreciate all the support, and we love working with them. They are probably our favorite group to work with. We do a lot of charitable work, but this is our #1 favorite group to work with, and we are so honored to be part of this evening. I'm going to turn it over to Ira now and have Iris have some words for you.
Thanks, Larry. Again, Shannon, thank you so much, and thank you to everyone at New Ground for honoring us with the Mairead Barrett Award. Obviously, Mairead is a very special person, and we are really humbled to be associated with her. Her vision for this organization and the good work she's done is so amazing that we are so happy to be supporting the organization and be honored by the organization. So we're coming to you virtually this year, and there's a reason, and everybody knows the reason, but unfortunately that also has consequences for this organization, meaning that it's difficult for them to supply the services that they want to do. It's also difficult for people to come to New Ground to get the services that they need. So your support for this organization is more important now than ever. In fact, it's never been more important. All the outreach programs for children who are at risk, I believe if I can look at my notes that I think half of the homeless on Long Island are children. And this organization is working so diligently with our veterans who, again, not only do they have the stress of not being employed or not having a job, but also dealing with this COVID environment. It's very, very difficult for everyone involved. As far as finding short-term or long-term housing, this organization is unmatched. Ed McDougall has provided leadership in finding permanent long-term homes for people. I'm sure Ed's going to make a plea for your continued support as well. I don't really have anything more to say, so we're going to sign off. And again, thank you so much for the award, and we look forward to continuing to work with you.
Congratulations once again, Larry and Ira. Yes, it will be nice to work with you again, back when we can be in each other's company again and on the golf courses. But now, folks, for the most important parts of this evening, we need all of your help to reach our goal of $250,000. So New Ground can continue to help all the veterans and families in need on Long Island now and in these upcoming winter months.
Folks, Thanksgiving is just a couple of weeks away, and that's a time when we like to cling to each other and share our thanks for all that we've been given. Well, this year, unfortunately, there's going to be less clinging in person. So this is a way you can share your love and give to those who have less than you. New Ground helps many through the upcoming holidays, making sure that the veterans and their children have a memorable time, regardless of all the difficulties in the world around them.
And you have the power to make a difference. You can have a direct impact on your neighbors who are in need, who are the most in need. We need you to please make a donation now. Whatever you can give is a tremendous help to all those who New Ground serves.
In case you stepped away to make another When Life Gives You Lemons cocktail, I'm going to tell you one more time. You can make your donation by texting Groundbreakers, all one word, to 41444, or click the donate button right at the top of this page. Shannon, can you let us all know why we need their help so much?
Thank you, Matt and Tom. This is an important part of our evening, and we're so grateful to everyone for what you've done so far. We really need your help tonight to specifically support our Veterans Program. Yesterday was Veterans Day. It's top of mind for so many of us, and I think all of us can agree that no veteran of our country should be homeless, but they are. They need our help, and they need you. They need you tonight to help make a difference and support our Veterans Program. We know we will have more veterans coming to our doors over the next months. There has been a moratorium on evictions in New York State because of the COVID pandemic, but that moratorium is ending. What that means is that veterans who have fallen behind on rent over these past few months are going to start being evicted. They're going to need us more now than ever before. Our work with our Veterans Program is instrumental in changing lives. Our veterans work with a social worker one-on-one, week after week, outlining the goals that they want to achieve, and one by one they overcome those barriers so that they can be successful. And when they leave us, they're able to afford stable, permanent housing. That's the goal that all of us have for ourselves and for our families. And we're trying to make that happen for all of the veterans impacted by homelessness and poverty on Long Island. The goals that they work towards may include education, career advancement, helping their children be successful in school. Financial literacy is a tremendous part of the work that we do. All of the things that are preventing these veterans and families from living successfully. One by one, we help them overcome those barriers so they can be successful. It's my privilege this evening to share a little bit about one of our veterans in our program. Lisa, we'll call her Lisa, that's not her real name, but she's currently in our program. She's actually living in one of our long-term housing program units and working very hard on all of her goals to turn her life around. She has 2 young girls with her. She's such a hardworking mom and individual. She came to us when she was facing homelessness for the 3rd time in less than 2 years. She's now living, as I said, in our Huntington Veterans Home, where she's paying a reduced rent and meets with her social worker weekly at Newground so she can work to achieve her goals and realize her dreams. So let's hear from Lisa.
My goals in the program are to be able to live financially stable, to get a nice home, purchase a new home for me and my kids, and to just be happy, learn all the things I need to, start my career, and, I feel like that's it. With New Ground, the goals that I've accomplished so far are, I believe I went up 100 points in my credit score. Woo woo. I now have saved close to $10,000. I feel like I'm ready. Maybe a little, a little less than ready, but almost there. My education goal is to become a social worker, and so far with New Ground I've accomplished finishing up 2 semesters. I believe it's 3 semesters now, and I can't wait to get my degree, which will be hopefully in about a year now. Yeah. Oh, the part about New Ground that I love the best, really, is the tutoring for my kids. I don't necessarily let them around many children because I'm very protective, and my youngest is, sick and stuff. But when it comes to the tutoring, I can see what's going on. I trust all of you guys to handle my children, and all the children that they are with in the tutoring program seem to be very good children. So this is the only program that I've ever trusted with my kids educationally wise. So I'm happy. The hardest part about the New Ground program is the budgeting. It's every week and it sucks. I mean, I know they're doing it because it's good. I mean, it's good to know how to budget. It's very important to know how to budget, but I'm really bad at it. But I'm getting a lot better now because of New Ground. So I guess it's not as hard anymore. What's one most important thing that I believe that I achieved or learned while being in the New Ground program is, it's a hard question to answer because I feel like all of them have been really important big steps for me, and I've had more than a few. So I can't say that one is more important than the other. I've gotten, my career is going somewhere. I'm in school for that. My money is straight. My financial is good. I'm learning more and more. My advice to anyone, any veteran joining the program would be to follow the program to the T. Follow everything that you, Shannon, Evil, Selena, everybody, the whole team, everyone there has a whole bunch of important information to give out that I did not know about whatsoever. And it's crazy, but the program has been so informative. I didn't know half the things that I thought I should have known. And just follow the rules, follow everything. Everything will bring you to just a better horizon. That's corny, but still, that's exactly what it means. Exactly what I mean by that. Yep, that's it.
Wow, that's such a powerful story to hear directly from a veteran's family that's working with New Ground. Every one of you out there who has donated tonight already, thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
I keep checking the tote board, and we have gone up over $5,000, $6,000 tonight while we're standing here. People like Michael, thank you so much, and Jennifer, and Carol Lacourte, and Harold, thank you all so much for your generous donations. Like we said, donating $100 helps students get on track, gives them everything they need to be successful in school. And as a teacher, I truly support that and appreciate that myself. Chris Harrison, thank you. Thank you all to these people. Thomas Burns, we thank you. If your name is here on my list, Nancy and Paul Codman, thank you. Thank you all so much for your generous donations, and keep them coming. All of you who've donated already, pick up the phone, call your friends, forward this link. Let your friends know. They might be looking to do some good tonight too. As Shannon said before, yesterday was Veterans Day. What a beautiful way to thank a veteran than by giving tonight. We have raised $2,500. We have a donation of $2,500?
Wow.
Wow, an anonymous donation. I see it now. It just popped up on my screen.
Wow.
An anonymous donation of $2,500.
Thanks, Diane.
Just came in. Thank you. Santa? I don't know. So whoever you are, we really appreciate it.
You know, it was so great, Shannon, to hear Lisa's story directly. These are such scary times for all of us, let alone people that don't have a roof over their head. If you're lucky enough to have a roof over your head, can you imagine how much more you'd be impacted, your anxiety and your stress and your worry, if you also have to worry about getting a roof over your head? Having the ability to come to New Ground every week and talk to a counselor, talk to a person who cares, a social worker, who can check in with you and make sure you're staying on track and get you to the help that you need, that's really, it's unbelievable.
And to learn financial literacy. I mean, I talk to my high school kids here about what they wish they learned before they go to college, and they almost never talk about that, and I bring it up. I say to them, if you don't know how to manage your money or what financial literacy is, because people will prey on them in college and get them to open up credit cards, and they don't understand how they work. So I say to them, talk to your parents about it, or come talk to me. And so for teaching these veterans financial literacy, that's a fantastic lifelong skill.
For sure. So what will happen to Lisa, let's say, in the next year or two?
Well, ironically, Matt, one of the things that came up in this conversation with Lisa as we were talking about her goals and what she's achieved so far was she said that I never learned this growing up about budgeting, and she hates budgeting. I don't know any of us who like budgeting, but it's critical. It's necessary for us to make sure we can afford our critical necessary bills every month. And she said, you know, I really want to educate my children, my girls, on financial literacy. And we talked about her going to a bank with her girls and helping them open bank accounts now when they're 8 and 10 years old, so they can learn from the very beginning how important it is to save your money and to use it for your critical, important, and necessary bills, and not, you know, go out and frivolously spend. You know, it's easy to do that in our society today. We can instantly buy anything with the click of a button on our phones, but that doesn't mean that that's how you should spend your money. So for Lisa, that's one of her important goals. But she also plans to finish her education, and she will complete her degree and move into the career of her choice. She is working while she's with us, and that's something that a lot of people don't know about homelessness on Long Island. Most of our homeless are working. They simply do not earn enough money, like Lisa, to be able to afford market rent, car insurance, daycare, food, healthcare, very basic necessities. So for Lisa, getting that degree and then being able to afford market rent with her other bills is critical. She does want to go towards home ownership. So we're going to try and help make that happen. We have helped many families move from homelessness to home ownership. And if that's her goal, we're going to tell her to go for it, and we're going to help make that happen. We're going to make sure that her 2 girls are doing well in school, academically. They're on track to graduate high school and go on to a higher degree, so they don't repeat the cycle that Lisa found herself in, unfortunately.
I heard her say in the video that she wants to pursue social work. I don't think it's an accident when someone is the recipient of kindness, but they want to turn that around and put the kindness back out into the world, pay it forward. And so that's all on behalf of New Ground. I'm sure that she's found this new light at the end of her tunnel.
Well, another really funny coincidence when you say pay it forward, we just had one of our graduated families, actually a single mom of 4 children, who became a homeowner when she graduated from the New Ground program. She came in yesterday with toys and gift cards to give to one of our current families for the holidays.
Wow.
And she has her 3 young adult children now, I guess young adults I should say, coming in and donating gift cards themselves, because she feels that she was so blessed by her time at New Ground and all the support she was given, thanks to all of you, that she wants to pay it forward. And she's successful, she's working, she got her master's degree while she was with us, after she finished her bachelor's degree when she was with us, and now she's a homeowner. She's got 4 children and 3 have already graduated college. It's amazing. It's one of the amazing benefits of my job and why I love New Ground, because I really get to see these life-changing experiences and be a part of a family as they go from some of the darkest days to an amazing, bright future.
You know, I think that when a veteran is done serving the country, that's a transition. That's a big transition to make, and probably so many of them start as young men and young women, and then they get out so many years later, and to be able to come to a place like New Ground to say, help me get my footing, you know, help me make this next step in my life and in my career. You know, yesterday was Veterans Day, as we said, and it's so nice to say to a veteran, thank you for your service. If we see somebody, we say thank you for your service. But this, you know, donating tonight to people like Lisa through New Ground is a real, like, solid way to thank them for their service. It's literally helping them go on to the next step of their lives.
And speaking of thank you, this just in, Tom and Eileen Lamberti, $5,000 donation. Thank you so very much.
Wow.
Talking about paying it forward, thank you so much for your generosity and kindness. So, Shannon, we have New Ground's been helping people for about 30 years now, veterans. When they leave New Ground, what happens then?
They're successful. They're living in permanent stable housing. Their children are on track to graduate school, to go on to higher education. As a matter of fact, yesterday we moved a family from our Jumpstart program into their own apartment. Wow. And I got a text last night of this mom's 6-year-old son sitting in his new home at the dinner table, grinning from ear to ear because he was so excited. It was amazing. Mom works so hard. She works in the healthcare field. She's in college right now going for her Bachelor of Science nurse degree. Wow. So she's going to be a nurse. She's currently working as a CNA. She had COVID this summer because of her job. She has really been through the loop. She's already accomplished her associate's degree, and now she's in her own apartment and able to take those next steps. It's transformative for these families to be able to take those steps and achieve these goals. I think one of the things that New Ground gives, thanks to all of you, is hope. When our families and veterans come to us, they feel extreme hopelessness. And to be able to give that hope and that empowerment for them to help themselves and really break the cycle of homelessness and poverty, it's priceless.
Hopelessness is that, to turn that around, to turn hopelessness into hope is powerful. Thank you so much for everything you do. And thank you everyone for your support. Please continue to donate throughout the evening if you'd like to continue to help these veterans. We're almost at the end now.
I know. We're going to stick to our time. We're going a little bit over, but that's because the donations have been pouring in, and we are so grateful.
Wow.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
I'm just watching you go up and up. It's so exciting.
And,
right here in real time.
And I will say that, you know, one benefit of giving this year in 2020, the CARES Act actually made it more beneficial for individuals to give to a charity because the government recognized that charities are hurting this year. So if you're going to make a donation, 2020 is the year to do it. And tonight and for New Ground is where to give. And it's been a fabulous night. It's amazing. It's already 7:50 possibly, so we don't want to run too far over. This has been tremendous, and we're so grateful to Mineola High School and to Joe and Melissa and Matt and Tom. And it's wonderful, but it's not the same. We miss you all. We really, really look forward to our Groundbreakers celebration in 2021 when we can be together again. I know that just coming together and being able to be with other people is something that all of us miss. So by next November, we will be more than ready for it. We're really looking forward to celebrating our 30th anniversary at that Groundbreakers celebration in 2021. New Ground officially turns 30 on January 15th.
That's amazing.
Thank you, Sister Mairead, for your vision.
Yes.
And so I would like to share with you now a word from our 2021 Groundbreakers honoree, Don Gelastino of Champion Elevators. Thank you, Don, for joining us this evening and for all of your support.
Hi, everyone. My name is Don Gelastino, and I would like to congratulate New Ground on their 2020 virtual gala. I think it's a great thing that you guys stepped up to the technology and are really living up to your mission and vision. I'd like to thank Ed, Larry, and Ira, and congratulate them all for a job well done and well deserved. I look forward to being your honoree in 2021. And I say kudos on this great event. Thank you.
And thank you all. I've been watching, and we have gone up it just moved up again. About $15,000 was raised just tonight in the last hour. Look at the power that you've got. Look, think of the lives you're all touching. To all the veterans and families tonight, thanks to you people. And remember, it's not too late to give. You can continue to donate through this Gala website, or, as you know, by texting Groundbreakers, all one word, to 41444.
And it doesn't have to end tonight. If you have someone in your life who has everything they need this holiday season, why don't you make a donation in their honor for the holidays? What a wonderful thing to share. Also, if you are grateful to a veteran in your life, make a donation in his or her name, in his or her honor. What a fabulous way to share the warmth of the holiday season. It's not too late to bid also on the silent auction items. You can bid until tomorrow at 5 p.m. So simply click on the auction link at the top of this page or scroll down and there's a link for the auction there and get your bids in till 5 tomorrow.
And like I told you earlier, don't keep it a secret. Spread the word. The more the merrier. I know you don't want people outbidding you on these prizes, but think of who it's helping. Let's forward this link to as many friends as you've got in your contact list. They'll appreciate it. They're all looking for things to do for the holidays this year. Remember, the auction closes tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Tom, again, for being with me tonight up here on this stage in this very empty auditorium. We miss you all. Thank you, Joe and Melissa and the Mineola High School for hosting us and giving us this space so we could safely do this event. Thank you to our honorees, and congratulations again, Ed and Larry and Ira. I wish we were in person together, but you know that we're sending you such warm regards from far away. Also, thank you to Diane Serenita. As Tom and Matt mentioned, she's here in the auditorium. She's knocking her socks off. She put this whole thing together. We've never texted to give before. We've never done a silent auction online before. All of this has been thanks to her. We also have our journal online. It's a virtual journal this year. You can access it right on this website. Please take a look. Thank you to all our journal donors. Thank you to all our sponsors again. Thank you to our volunteers, our hardworking committee. Thank you to our staff. And most importantly, thanks to everyone for donating tonight. Thank you for tuning in. We have raised over $7,000 through our silent auction so far. That's tremendous. Thank you so very much.
We are getting so close to our goal of $250,000, so keep it going. Spread the love.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. We wish you a very happy Thanksgiving, and we hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.